Hello everyone and welcome to the August update for the layout. Again, not a lot has happened on the layout. I haven't really had a lot of time with work and stuff like that, and unfortunately I won't be having a lot of time over the next month, but I thought I'd just get an update out for you guys, you know, just so you're not kind of left in the loop of how the layout actually is. You can probably get a rough idea from some of the running sessions that I've done, you know, as to how the layout's progressing. As you can see with the station area, there's been a fair amount done, but there's still a fair amount to do as well at the same time. Now the main updates is obviously the painted areas. I've gone over a lot of the baseboards with a white undercoat. It was just a spare pot of undercoat that I had, and then I've gone over it with a brown to kind of give it a base coat, you know, so if any patches do show through any of the scenery and stuff like that, then it'll be brown rather than the colour of the actual wood. The stations have also had a little bit of a paint. I still need to add some fill-in over this bit by the two locos, and I do need to finish off the platform edges. They do need to be put on order as well. But my main aspect was just to try and get, you know, all the points wired up and stuff like that. They're completely done now. There's no more points on the layout that I'm gonna wire. The ones in the TMD area I'm just going to leave unwired. It just makes it so much easier, to be honest, and I hate wiring, and I can't be dealing with doing any more, to be honest, until it comes to like lighting and various things like that. As you can see, the walling has all been done. I've cut out the tunnel fronts. This all still needs to be painted as well. There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of finishing touches that still need to be done. This is only just like the shell of what I want to achieve. But I'm still drafting ideas of what to actually put in this area where the signal box is. There's a patch of, you know, similar to this. So I'm still drafting ideas of what to put there. I think that old signal box is probably going to stay, and then I'm going to put maybe like a couple of, like, you know, like electrical buildings and stuff like that. You know, the little like hut things, and then just build it up with various bits of scenery and stuff like that. And hopefully that should look good, and then start adding the detailing on the station. Now once we've done that, we'll then, you know, progress onto the back of the baseboard over here, start building up the town scene and working around towards the TMD area, and hopefully go from there. So if we take a closer look at the walling, I must admit I did attempt to scratch build the walling, but it didn't go very well. I didn't like how it turned out. My scratch building isn't amazing, to be honest. So I thought I'd use the old walling that I had from International Models before they went out of business. And luckily I actually managed to find it in another shop as well. And I found out that they actually do plain sheets of it and not just the ones like this where they're just arched. So that was a bit of a bonus. I found it with like edging stones on it and stuff like that. So I've managed to actually build myself two little tunnel fronts. I've added the Pico bridge girders underneath. I've simply like laid them this way and then just cut either side and then glued them up underneath it, just to give it the effect of, you know, just underneath. You see that on a lot of bridges, like the steel beam running under the brickwork, just to give it that extra bit of support. And then over here, I wasn't really too sure what to do with this. It wouldn't have worked if I'd have, where it's a single tunnel front, it wouldn't have worked if I'd have just, you know, gone with the same idea with these, with, you know, with the brickwork and then the steel girder underneath. So I just simply cut one of the archways out. It works fine, the trains run through it all fine and stuff like that. And then I've just painted in behind the, painted it black behind the walling, just to give it the effect of, you know, going into a dark tunnel. But as you can see in front of me at the moment, I do have a new addition to the fleet. It is 66709 Sorrento in the MSC livery. When this loco first originally come out, it was in the Medite livery. I don't know if any of you guys can remember that, but it then got repainted into this and then changed again to put the new GBRf Europort, you know, like that kind of edge livery around either side. Kerno Model Rail Centre released this and I couldn't really resist it, to be honest. You know, I'm a sucker for a Class 66, so I decided to get it and add it to the fleet. So that takes me up to, I think, around the 20 mark when it comes to Class 66s. So I do promise I will get a passenger train at some point in the near future. The Southwest Trains Class 450 is coming out, and I think I might purchase that, to be honest. I'm very very tempted by it, so that might be my next purchase. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you with a small running session just to finish off the video, give you guys something else to watch. I do apologise again for the lack of updates, but you know, other things in life just take over, don't they, and stuff like that. So I will try and get out here as much as I can and do as much as I can in the time that I have. But as always, thank you guys for your support as always on the videos. Thanks for liking, you know, thanks to all my subscribers. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers as well. So I'm desperately trying to think of a video that I can do for that, maybe a running session or something like that, or I don't know, I could organise something else, maybe a live stream if I can do that. But you know, it's trying to think of ideas, but we've got to reach it first, so we won't get ahead of ourselves. But yeah, as always guys, thank you for your support. If you do like the video, feel free to comment and leave a like down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the running session.